if you make it where you want to without resting, you will not feel like you've made it.
Rest is not expensive. It is expansive.
There's something really useful about staying in something longer than you are seeing results for it. Emotional rest is the freedom to express your feelings honestly and to be yourself.
Men need more of that. It's not self-indulgence to take care of yourself.
Your life is made sustainable by slowing down, by having community alongside you.
I want you to tell me about your workshop yesterday.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to summarize it?
Yes.
Okay, I did a workshop yesterday with high school moms. They have kids that are like juniors, seniors, most of them. And they had like a whole day morning session around like different things. And the one I was running was around rest, and how to find it, practice it, embody it, center it in different ways. So it was pretty short. And when I run workshops, I try to focus on a skill because otherwise I'm just talking at people. And I'd rather them talk than me talk. So we're learning about the 7 types of rest. And I had them fill out this worksheet where they got to practice how they're going to embed each type of rest into their like existing, very maybe chaotic worlds. They all seem to get a lot out of it. They seem to have some ways to practice it. And we talked about, what else we talked about? That it takes 90 days for something to feel natural to your body.
Yeah.
So you should try to do whatever you say you're going to do for at least that long.
90 days is a long time.
Yeah. But we all go to work every day. So, I mean, fair. But we all get up early if we have work, right? Like, if we need to go somewhere, we end up going. Generally, I don't like doing it either. But, or like, I don't know, like I would brush my teeth in the morning. There's things that we've learned to do every day. So some of those things should ideally be for ourselves.
Right.
Not for other people.
Right.
It's hard. I mean, I fail at it constantly. So
I think
I'm not
we all
practicing
do.
what I'm preaching at all.
I mean, have you taught this workshop before?
Yes.
Where?
I teach it at school a lot when I was working at schools. I taught it at BU as a part of a different workshop around like restorative justice and like embodiment in general, that like you can't do anything. Nothing can happen if you're not like, if you can't think clearly, and thinking clearly comes from like having some sort of rest practice. But 7 types of rest feels like the easiest like grounding.
Yeah.
I think people feel like, oh, like rest is like this like frivolous thing that like happens when you can, but it's like, no, there is like science and something like concrete behind it.
Right.
So I think talking about it in this context gives people a chance to be like, oh, like that makes sense that like my brain needs rest and like my body needs rest and like my mind needs rest and I need like social, like they are able to kind of like understand it more clearly when you talk about the types of rest versus just like the concept of rest.
Yeah, because in the last few years, I've heard a lot of people describe rest as just napping.
Yeah.
And that is, I don't know if that's surface level, but it's just one version of it.
Yeah.
And one that is not attainable for everyone.
Yeah, like
some people just don't enjoy napping, can't nap.
I can't sleep at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think all the like self-care or whatever's happening, like it's become like so like trendy that it's almost like lost its like intent meaning, or I don't know. All these like everything like self-care costs money.
Right.
That's like, you buy like the eye patch thing, whatever. You buy all these things to like give yourself rest, but it's like your body has all of the ways by itself. You don't have to buy a single thing.
Sometimes what I do is like put my hands above my eyes and just close them, just to allow myself to have like a sensory release. That is a really, really small, tiny version of rest. Right? Like allowing your eyes to rest, allowing like your face to rest. Because a lot of us especially like just hold a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold a lot of tension in our face and obviously in the rest of our bodies. But sometimes you look at people like,
yeah, I'm my lower shoulders a little bit.
Yeah,
it's like, you got
roll
one
back,
leg.
just take a beat.
Yeah. I had this all day work meeting a couple of days ago and somebody called me Zen, and I have never been called Zen like in my life. So I was like, what an interesting, like, I know we talk about this, like, and I feel like you and I practice all these things. So it's just I was like, wow, that's how I'm coming off. Like, I love that.
That's perfect. That's my goal.
I know, right? That's not how I feel, but I was like, wow, like that's, it was interesting. I was like, we're talking about like, how do you navigate change? Like the prompt was like, and I think my answer was something like, whatever change is happening at work is not up to me, so I'm just gonna exist in it. And they were like, wow. And I was like, what alternative? I don't know what alternative is. And they're like, yeah, it's such a good, like, such a balanced answer. And I was like, thanks, guys. Like, I think I'm
balanced.
Yeah, right. But I don't feel that way, so it was nice to like have the feedback, the universal feedback.
Yeah. I think you present pretty rested.
That's so, I love that. Like, I don't think I feel not rested. It's just like I don't think I actually practice all of the things that that we say you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is long.
Yeah, we got time. If nothing else, we got time.
Exactly.
What other forms of rest do you feel like you practice? Like actually practice? I like this one.
So
I might take this one. Ooh, my hands are cold. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. And sometimes even a lot of people in Reiki like bring their hands together and create like a lot of warmth. So they go like this for, I don't know, 30 seconds or whatever. Just to create heat. And then you can also place it on your eyes.
Oh, wow. That's nice. I like that. Wow. You can help yourself fall asleep real easily if you want to.
Yeah. That's why I don't have a problem falling asleep. Sensory rest is not one that I knew by name, but I practice sometimes. Like especially if I'm home by myself. It's dark for the not all the time, but I'm just there's no TVs are turned on. There's no sound. It's very, very quiet. It's just me and my bed and nothing. Maybe a book. Sometimes I like read. But that to me feels like a sensory release.
Yeah.
Just because especially when you're on your computer all day or you're on your phone, it's just like, whoa, I am taking too much information. And then sometimes too, I think, what did you call it? Social rest?
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
That was a good one. Okay, let's name all 7. Then we can talk about it. So there's physical rest, there's mental rest, emotional rest, sensory rest, social rest. Did I say that already?
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's start over. Sorry. Physical, mental, emotional, sensory, social, spiritual. I'm missing one. Oh, creative rest.
Creative rest.
That's 7. Yeah. Yeah, I like sensory rest. But I think my version of it is always scent, smell, the way my house smells. I think it's like whenever I finish cleaning, I turn off all the lights. I like the way that I clean my house is like once I'm done cleaning a room, I turn off the lights in the room and then I light incense in the room and then I leave. And then I like do room by room. So by the time I'm done, my house is dark and smells like the incense that I lit in all the rooms. And I'm like, all right, now this like task is like fully done. So that feels like rest. Yeah, social rest. It's nice because like it could be that you're doing it or not. Right? Like sometimes doing it is the thing you need if you're like isolating way too much. Yeah. That could feel like mentally exhausting maybe. Sometimes it's just nice to like not just be distracted. But I don't know. You're like, out. It's pretty. It's nice out. It's warm out. Sometimes it's nice to just be by yourself. Talk to no one. Yeah.
Yeah. And just like check in.
Yeah.
Or do something that you want to do by yourself, for yourself.
Creative rest. Yeah. It's not always a hobby. It doesn't have to be like art.
Yeah. What is creative rest?
So it could be anything. Creative rest is like something that like inspires you or gives you like something to be excited about. So it could be like if you're a person who really likes cooking, it could be like making a recipe that you really like. Or if you, I don't know, if you're like a homemaker and you really want to try this new way to get something out of it, whatever. It could be small, right? It doesn't have to be this like, I'm going to start painting. But something that you're like into. What are you really into? And like, how can you give yourself a chance to like explore the thing that you're interested in?
Oh, I feel like music is
easy.
The easiest one for me.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. They don't have to be art focused. Creative is just something that gives you like something to look forward to. Like just because you're interested in it, not because it's like related to a person or an activity, but it could just be like, oh, like I really want to try this recipe, or I really want to try how this tastes, or I want to go to this restaurant. Like something you're looking forward to. So that's something that, creative rest is a good one. That I don't think people practice as often, or at least they don't call it what it is.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. It's nice to have. I think everyone is able to do all those things. Maybe they do them, they just haven't labeled them, and it feels like I feel like it feels different to do it once you know what it is. It feels like you're taking some intention to do it when you're like, oh, I'm doing this like type of rest versus like not naming it. So that happens regardless. But it's nice to have.
Because sometimes I do things, and then I think, is this for my mind, body, or spirit?
I love that. That's such a cute question.
Because people classify, like meditating would be like for your spirit. I'm like, yeah, not really.
Can be
Like,
for all
it's,
three.
It's all this, to me, there's no separation. So that's
Yeah.
also why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Because some people consider journaling for your mental energy. And it's like, well,
Yeah, it could be, or emotional, and maybe you don't have to label it, right? If it helps you feel better, then that's the objective. You can call them all rest if you want to.
yeah. But I wouldn't say that when I am doing those things, I think I'm resting.
Yeah,
I've never made that connection.
right. Because I feel like we're taught about rest is like you're like no, you're not moving, like you're laying still. But sometimes like the days that I sit all day are the days that I feel the most restless. Like I feel like I didn't get any rest. I feel exhausted, and I'm like I need to take a shower and like go outside, and like that does a reset. So I think the funny part is like whether or not you are interested in it, your body always knows better. So you have to kind of just like do what you are supposed to do, even if you don't want to.
Yeah. You know what I do that I don't pay thousands of dollars for? I don't know if I've told you this. I do the hot showers and then a cold plunge at the end.
Yeah, without paying $1 million.
Without paying $1 million.
How does
like,
that
people
feel?
really go
Yeah.
and pay almost $200 to go on, sit in ice.
You don't go to your shower at your house.
I'm like, the water is real cold. I promise. I know, because I'm...
What does it do for you? I haven't done that. I haven't tried it. I'm like nervous at the shock. I think it will feel like.
What wakes me up?
Oh, okay.
It helps me feel alert when I take a cold shower, or I'll always start,
you start
like with
with-
warm water, and then I'll end it with like cold water.
Nice.
Just like, I consider like a pick me up.
Yeah.
No drugs.
Right. Just the endorphins in your own body.
Yeah, because you are shocked.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that. What do you feel like that's for? That's for all three. Just for your body. It's for your mental. I feel the shock
It's
is
just
for your
a
mental.
reset.
Yeah.
It's just like a
resets
hardcore
everything.
reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it helps you like be clear also.
Yeah. I like that.
Because that's why people say like, oh, when they're in the shower, they always have like these ideas or their thoughts. And it's like, you're actually cleansing yourself.
And you're like super occupied. Like you're doing something with your whole body. You kind of have nothing to do but be inside your brain.
Yeah.
Thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like showering sometimes feels restful to me.
Yeah. I think anything can be if that's the intention for it.
Right.
Right. But it's nice to know that there's like so many types of ways to like re-energize yourself. But sleeping isn't always the answer.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's actually worse for you. Like you're not giving yourself enough like activeness. Like you're not doing enough things.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very
And sometimes
important.
like, I mean, some people oversleep. So it's just,
Yeah.
you can go in the whole opposite direction.
Yeah, like for me, like if I don't get up at a certain time, like I know my day is gone. I'm like, if I'm not out of my wherever I'm sleeping by like whatever time that I'm like first up and I start doing anything else, like starting work or whatever it is, like that's my day.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like, and I know I'm gonna hate it, I'm gonna feel it in a few hours.
Wait, so when were you introduced to this idea of the 7 types of rest?
I think during COVID. I think yeah, I feel like during COVID, I was going through all these things where I was like, wow, I feel like shit like all the time. I was like, I don't know how to like fix it. Not a doctor. Nothing's apparently wrong with me. I mean, respect, like a lot of things that are, but like things that they couldn't label. So I was trying to figure out how to like give myself something back. And I was like sleeping too much. Like I wasn't moving enough. And I was like, moving isn't rest. Like moving can't be rest because rest is like sitting down. But then I like found this article talking about like your body needs both. And when you don't give your body one or the other, then like it doesn't feel like it should. Like if you sit all day instead of move and then sit or whatever, then like it doesn't feel balanced. And then, yes, that article like explained that there's more than one way to give your body rest, and that every part of your brain needs a balance. So socializing, not socializing. That's how I learned about it. And then I realized that like once I was talking to students, I was like, oh, like you guys are like lethargic. Like you need to move. Like that's why you're like acting out or you're sleeping or whatever it is. So it was helpful to kind of embed it into like also like some classroom things to help kids like respond to class differently because they would be so tired. But I'm like, oh, it's because you're probably sleeping way too much. Like you're tired now because like you haven't moved your body enough.
Yeah.
Which I feel is like counterintuitive. But once we like practiced it, I was like, yeah, just like stand up and like take a walk, take a lap, get some air, and then they were able to like be more alert. So it was helpful to be like, oh, rest is not just like sitting.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's worse.
Yeah. I think we might have done this before on the podcast. I don't know if I ever made it to the external world. But like shaking one body part at a time. Do you remember when we did that? I don't know what happened to
We were
that.
tired.
We were
It was the day
so
that I think
exhausted.
something was, we felt, I forget. I remember that doing that though. But yeah, see, that's like it's an opposite. Like, there's probably some science that I don't understand deeply, but like, yeah, giving your body the opposite like shock or experience will like also refill you.
Yeah, because
depending on what's going on.
At least I learned it when I was in high school. I was probably like 14 or something. And we used to be really tired after lunch.
like-
Obviously, you got the itis. And so a few of our teachers would do that. They'd just
shake
be
it
like,
out.
oh, like shake out, like, you know, one body part at a time. So like your left leg, your right leg, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm up.
So we're all doing it, right? Like I think
Yeah.
it was nice to learn the language. It wasn't like a new thing, right? But I was like, oh, like there is like a distinction to be made, and it's worth like learning what part of your body, what part of you needs rest, right?
Yeah.
Does your body need rest? That might be sleep. Does your mind need rest? That might mean like stop looking at the freaking news all day long, right? So like trying to learn the distinctions. It also just means like slow down, which I think is fully the lesson always. It's like just do it slower.
Yeah.
Something will come up for you if you do it slower.
Yeah. This week, so I teach midweek and then I teach Saturday mornings. And after my Wednesday class, I was like, I need a break. I can't teach anymore. It was not a good class, yada, yada, yada. And the reason why was because I was moving too quickly
In your class?
in my class. And I felt it because I wasn't slowing down to like talk about what was to come next. And then in yesterday's class, I was like, oh, I took my time. But the difference also is that like I took my time to even get there.
Like you weren't rushing.
I wasn't rushing. And then
Yeah.
when I got there, I had time to practice before class. And then after class, I went to the sauna for 15 minutes. I said, this is a perfect Adeline day. First and foremost, perfect day for me. And I was like, oh, wow, I'm a better person when I take my time. I should do that more often.
You know, and you know that's not, you know, but it's hard to do it. And I think like, I feel like we all feel like there's not enough time, XYZ, but I'm like, that is why, like, because of that, do it well the first time. Like, slow down, because the time you rush through something will be the wasted time.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're gonna spend time, might as well spend it slow to start.
And I find that people crave slowness and don't know how to incorporate it in their life because everything is moving at such an accelerated pace. It's almost nice to have a counter experience. Like, oh, okay, I can slow down here.
Yeah.
I don't need to be rushing from movement to movement or from activity to activity. I can take my time.
Yeah.
I find that people want that
We don't know how to get
and
it
are
to
still
themselves.
searching for how to do that for themselves.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am too. I think we
Same,
all are.
right? I think I've noticed that like I get more done on things I slow down.
Yeah.
Which is like, again, counterintuitive because it's like I was slower, but like a lot more got done thoroughly than the days that I'm like scrambling.
Yeah.
Because then nothing, like I don't even know. I'm like trying to make a list all day of what I have to do, and that's my day.
Yeah.
Versus like when I'm able to slow down, then I'm like I'm having like breakfast. Like I'm gonna feed myself. I'm going to like figure out what I have to do for the day. Think about how long it will take me. Figure out what's reasonable. Like there's so much more you can give yourself, and the day feels so much longer.
Yeah.
When you can slow down, and that again I think is confusing because it feels different, right? Like you feel like you don't have enough time to slow down, but because you do, you give yourself more. Does that make any sense?
I think so.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It feels like you're wasting time by slowing down, but you have to. You have to.
You're gaining time.
Everything moves better when it's slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot, even just like in relationship practice spaces, like when we're teaching about like how to manage people, like things move at the speed of trust. Right.
Exactly.
And that's slow. Right. So if you're trying to like build rapport with someone you just met and you're like rushing through building it, you're not going to build it. You're better off like taking the time to sustain it, and then you can move fast. Right. Because there's all this like history and deposits that you put in early on that's like gradual. But we don't spend that time. So then we end up having to like repair things all the time, which again is a waste of time.
Right.
That's just
right.
It doesn't have to be so hard.
Yeah. Even something as small as canceling when you are going to meet with someone. If you both decided that you were meeting at the same time every week, that is a version of trust that you are building, that person is going to show up and that you are going to show up at that same time. If they continue to not show up or cancel, then that actually erodes trust, which is not something that I thought about. I was like, oh, I'm flexible, I'm adaptable, like whatever. People cancel and
things happen.
Things happen. But understanding that consistency also builds trust.
Yeah. Because like you don't know what everybody's day looks like, right? Like if I like plan my day well and I counted for this time of meeting, and then all of a sudden like you're not here, like you might cause me to now try to speed up and like jump forward. If like, why weren't you coming? Like, you know, like you might cause all these things. But if you're not communicating that stuff, yeah, that also is the same. That does not encourage rest in any kind of way.
Yeah. And also thinking about it just from a societal level, like we are discouraged to rest.
Yeah. We're also not taught how to. Yeah. The way that we're taught how to is expensive and inaccessible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how those like cold plunges, whatever that is, like those are all like, they're effective, but they're also like gimmicky stuff, like self-care, right? Like you have to go to this place and like do this thing, but it's like your body can regulate too, like without any, like, yes, if you have the resources, like, you know, give yourself the experience, but you can do a lot of those things without having to like, you could stay right in your chair.
Yeah.
And give yourself probably like most of the different kinds of rest without lifting a finger, you know, but that's not like advertised.
I mean, obviously,
I know
you don't make money of telling someone they could do it on their own
but
couch.
it sucks that we wait till like adulthood to, I don't know, like I feel like I'm learning about rest now, like, which is like, crazy.
I just feel like I was so busy as a young person.
Yeah.
I don't know if I rested at all.
Probably not.
Because I was so focused on what was happening next. Who do I need to see? What do I need to do? Just like leveling up.
Yeah, it never ends though.
It never ends.
That like climbing is just forever.
Yeah, and then like,
and then you just
sends you downhill,
real quick. You drop really fast.
And then as an adult, I'm like, oh, I can take my time and I'm not lazy. Because that's a big one.
Yeah, the rest and lazy are like you use count like in the same sentence.
Yeah. That you're lazy if you're taking your time, or you're lazy if you are choosing to lay down or take any other form of rest.
Like, what does efficiency really get you besides more work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of the like this fitting sweatshirt, I guess.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize that that's what it said.
When I was in I think in like the end of college. I remember like I had a professor who kept talking about like resilience, and like I don't know why it was pissing me off. They kept being like, it's so important to be resilient, and like resilience gets you so far, and resilience is like what separates you from your peers. And in my head, I was like, for what? Yeah, like to get where? To do what? Like, where are we going? Resilient to what? Like, why? It didn't like, and he was talking about how like he like paired it with rest. He was like, people who like spend their time now, they're young, when you're young and you have energy, like being resilient, then like you afford yourself rest. Right. And in my head, I was like, I understand the logic of like working hard towards a goal and then like enjoying the fruits of your labor, like that, like, sure, that's true. Right. But you get there and you're too sick to enjoy it, or you get there and you have no community to enjoy it. You get there and I don't know, you're just looking at this, like all the things you were able to buy or whatever. I don't know. So it didn't like land right.
You're still empty to some extent.
Yeah. So in my head, I was like, how like resilient, you can't, like, you have to have something in you first. Like there has to, your cup can't be like shattered and empty and falling apart. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think like then I feel like we were taught about resilience as like a badge of honor. Like I survived like trauma. Like I survived like being treated like shit. I survived like an unreal amount of work and I did it for free. Like there was like it was like,
it was a badge of honor.
It was a badge of honor. And like, it was something that I feel like was being encouraged everywhere around me. Yeah. And I just like, I don't know, like it just didn't, I hated it. I was like, this is not, I was like, I've seen what it does. I've seen what like resiliency creates. And it's just like really sad, broken adults who don't know how to stop moving forward. And who like it's not getting better. They're just moving anyway, you know? Anyway, so all that happened and I was like, I need to write something else that feels better. And I think there's something that you get from resting first. Yeah. And resting often and resting well, you know, like while you practice resilience, like just by nature of who we are as people, by nature of our identities, whatever it is, like you kind of have to start with some resiliency. You have to survive your circumstance, but it's not to get to rest. That can't be the way that like, that doesn't work. You're going to die first. I don't know. Yeah. So I I had this idea around it, but I think it settled when I was teaching, and I feel like that was like beat into us, like not physically, but like whatever. Like it was like
It felt that way.
This concept that like you can't, and like we had 8 days to take within the year, but I'm like 8. You know how long a school year is? It's so long. And you had 8 days.
180 days.
And every time you took a break, people were like, how sick were you? Like, why were you like out? And I'm like,
that's sinister to me.
I know, but it's everyone was we're all in the sunken place. I don't know. Like it was never asked like maliciously, but it was just like the norm. Like you had to be like, every time I took a day off, I had like bronchitis, something like crazy like that, where I was just coughing all day. Like it was never because I was like trying to not get to a point where I was already sick, like, right? You only took the day once you got there. And I remember correcting one of our supervisors who was talking about like, they said the opposite. They were like, resilience over rest. Like we have work to do. Like, and in my head I was like, nah, I was like, the opposite has to be the opposite. I was like, rest, because like, no, like, I don't know. So it was a good reminder that like, your life is made sustainable by slowing down, by having community alongside you. And that also is rest, right? It's in its own right. And I'd rather be rested than resilient. Like if I had to pick one, like I'm good. I can't survive it, so sorry. Like don't invite me to the problem.
I'm not even going to hold you. I am still learning about resilience.
Oh, yeah. Same.
It's like, how much can we endure until our body breaks down? Our mind breaks down. Your fingertips don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's at that point that you see that something is wrong.
Right. And then you're like resting. At that point, you need like care. It's not like
that's not rest.
Right. That's work in a different regard. And like you can't rest if you're like trying to heal. I don't know. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're like robbing yourself of a chance to do so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still learning too. It's hard to figure out when it's valuable or when it's necessary or when it's not, or when it's like for you or someone's telling you to. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, when are you building character?
Right, exactly. They're character building years. Yeah, you know, like you can't have it all easy going all the time. That's true.
But you also build your character through rest.
Yeah.
You learn about yourself when you actually take the time to slow down.
Yeah. And it's hard, right? Like it's hard to be with yourself. Like it's hard to be like, oh, I have some like things I have not worked through, you know?
Yeah.
And that's work, right? But the rest is what provides you access, hopefully, some of those things. So rest over resilience for me.
I love it, and I'm still learning it.
Yeah, same. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think it was an attempt to like make sure we don't forget that, right? Like there's value on either side, you know, not to dismiss one or the other. But in the context in which I heard it, I was like, you are basically saying like ignore yourself and your needs and come here anyway. And it's like, who does that help?
Everyone else.
It doesn't even help anyone else. Because like, I mean, what version of me
at a low level?
Fair, yeah. I'm physically here. Like the kid will be safe in the classroom because I am standing at the door. I don't know.
I'm always like presente. I'm here, present.
Right? But it's like the version of me that supports and like educates another person needs to like be fed, and I've had to have sleep. I don't know. Like these are, like basic needs were not being met. Yeah. By our own regard. Like I wasn't meeting my needs. Nobody was like in my way, but I was like, I have to be resilient. So like, I'm not gonna have breakfast.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Think about it now, but.
And again, I have to take care of everyone else, and I can't take care of myself. There's no time to even be doing that.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why, I mean, our queen, our little Audrey, she says it's not self-indulgence to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
That is not what self-care is at all. It is a matter of really survival and being like the best version.
Yeah, and trying to like enjoy this life you have.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, damn, we all tired all the time. How can we
we're still moving forward?
And we're still moving forward. Like, what ideas can come from being tired? None, really.
Yeah. Like, not ones that can be sustained.
Yeah.
Or like manifested.
But also, it's like, why are you moving faster? What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
What you will find in the slowness.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot there.
Yeah, the answers are right in front of us.
I remember when I went to India as an undergrad, I studied abroad for a month there, and I met this old man who was like our tour guide. So I didn't randomly meet him. He was our tour guide for the month. And I remember that was the first time that I actually walked slow. He like taught me how to walk slow. I didn't know how to do that.
You're going too fast.
And like old people just walk slow, right? Like, you know, they don't have as much mobility, such as life. And I remember just being like, oh,
like, wow, the trees.
wow, there's so much happening around me. I had no idea, because especially growing up in New York.
Yeah, y'all running everywhere.
There are videos
like,
of me
vision,
running. Yes, tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's so much to see that I wasn't even aware of. I just had to take my time. And sometimes what he would do, I really did love this man. He would sit out and just watch the waves. And he was resting. I think he was resting. He would just watch the waves, and there was nothing else for him to do.
Yeah.
It's cool. I want to be that type of old person.
Yeah. I think you're on your way.
I think, yeah.
You're on your
I mean,
way.
I've made choices to ensure that.
Yeah. Oh, they're all very active decisions on your part. Yes.
Yeah.
I think you are on your way.
Yeah.
Just enunciate the you and the your. Yeah, it's interesting what it can give you. I was thinking about this yesterday. After the workshop, I was trying to meet up with my friend, and we kept like missing each other. Like she was like, "Oh, I'm here," and I was like heading that way, and then she was like, "I'm not here." It's just whatever. It just took a while for us to eventually find each other. But a past version of me would have been like, I'd have gone out of one home immediately at the first inconvenience. I'd have been like, all right. I get like, this is too annoying, but I kind of just like, I ended up where she wasn't, and I just like stayed there for a bit. I like got myself a coffee and like looked around. I was like, I'll run into her eventually again. And then like, eventually I was like, now where are you? And I was like, then I met her, and then I went to the wrong place again, whatever. It just took a day, but like
a whole adventure.
I just remember like past versions of me being like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, I'm going home. Like I tried.
Yeah.
Good. Have a good day. I'll see you some other time. But it was just easier to be like, it's nice out, and like, so I'm not where she is, but like I can still, I can either like rush to meet her, or I could just like sit here for a second. I was like, I want Thai. That's what I want right now. So I went and got myself a drink, and I just wandered around. I went to the bookstore, and I was just like, wow. I was like, what a cute little bookstore. And then eventually I was like, all right, let's try again. But I think that's what rest gives you, is a chance to like respond to something that is like inconvenience or like hard or could be stressful in a really like just different way. Like I wasn't stressed at all. I saw her text, and I was like, well, I could just do so many things right now.
Yeah.
So it was like a good reminder that like it gives you more on the other side if you practice it.
Not only that, what you're saying is reminding me of this idea that when you are presented with the same circumstance, can you respond differently?
Spiraling up.
You know?
Yeah. Can you? Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah. And it was interesting because I didn't even think about, I wasn't even like slightly annoyed. I saw it, and I was like, damn, I should have gone where she was, but I was like, I didn't check in early enough, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And like none of those thoughts were like pressing. I was like, oh, I'm here now. I think I texted her. I was like, I'll see you in like an hour. I was like, I'll recheck in when I'm like ready to leave where I am now. But I just know I'm like an anxious person. So it was just interesting, like reminder that something about being consistent about the way you talk to yourself and the way you like practice rest, or the way you give yourself a little bit of room, like gives you back a better experience at some other point. Maybe you're not even aware of like how much the work you're putting in will like show up for you.
Right.
So I was like, what a chill version of this. I prefer this so much more than like panicking and calling cars and like rushing, running around, you know. That's not as fun.
Yeah. And to your point, it's a testament of everything that you have been thinking about and like trying to practice.
Yeah.
That now, we won't call it a habit, but now you've made a different choice based on the information that you have around rest.
Even just like, but I feel like even your body, like I don't think it was an intentional, I think my body was just like, okay. Right. Yeah. You know, so like, it's like, even if it's like things you're doing in your head and you're thinking about it, like your body like follows suit. I think you said this at some point, like your mind will follow you, like wherever you're like trying to lead it, like it will join you. If you want to be anxious, it will join you in your anxiety. If you want to just like not be, then I try to join you there as well. So it's a good reminder that everything's connected.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And you can train your mind.
Yeah.
To
what is it?
Neuroplasticity?
Is that the word? Yeah.
Neuroplasticity. You can create new neurons based off responding differently to the same situations.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's so, yeah. Our bodies are miraculous.
Yeah. What are some new neurons you're trying to create? Is that the right word?
Lord.
What are the new connections you're trying to build?
I don't know if this answers the question, but I think right now I'm in a place in my life where I feel really, really reflective. And I'm like looking back at everything that I have survived truly and seeing them as opportunities for everything that I know. I think earlier we said like we can make assumptions about what other people know because we know things based off our own experience. And so I find myself, at least right now, feeling less like my trauma is my personality.
Oh, so exciting. Welcome to the other side.
I know. I'm like, I feel young to be here. I thought this would happen when I'm in my 50s or something and I like have a full life to look back to, but that's not happening. And so, yeah.
Love. I mean, it's fitting, reflection, given the month, makes sense. Love.
Yeah.
So the new neurons are around like disconnecting like trauma from something or like trying to like see it as opportunity instead of trauma.
I don't want to, yes and no. Like, I know for myself, it has always been easier for me to focus on what was bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
And these days, I am considering what was good. Also, like I was talking to someone the other day, they're like, "Oh, have you grieved your last job?"
Oh,
I know. I know. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I really don't care. And I said, yeah, I have. I have actually. I am on the other side of a really awful experience and
you don't got to hold it so tightly anymore.
Yeah. I don't have to hold it so tightly. And there were a lot of good things that happened. I learned a lot. And now I can choose what I do with that information that I have. And sometimes it shows up here.
Yeah.
In everything I've read.
Yeah.
And some things,
but it also brought you here. Like this is your home now. Like,
exactly.
That's something that's amazing.
Exactly. So I think the new neurons is around looking at a situation and seeing it a little bit differently.
I love.
Than what I might have previously like thought it was or the kind of meaning that I attached to it beforehand.
Sounds like growth.
Sounds like a little time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little wisdom.
I have so many gray hairs. It's actually ridiculous.
That's all wisdom.
I really don't know.
Each one is wisdom. Anything can be true. I say that's true. I'm a scientist. Decided in this moment.
Yeah.
So, yay. Okay, cool. What are mine?
Are there any for you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if these are... I think what I'm... Okay, I'll say what I'm noticing. I don't know if these are... Hopefully they becomes them, I guess. But I think I'm getting better at just like enjoying things that I'm doing. And small things. Like I'm not like a big event person. Just I don't think it's my personality. But I really like when like the coffee I want to make comes out right, or like the thing I'm making for somebody else, like they enjoy like, those things, like, which I always enjoy. But I think I've gotten better at like having more of those experiences. Yeah, like the like amount, like I think the amount of like joy that comes from those same things is like growing, which has been really like fun. Like it hasn't changed. I'm not doing anything different. Yeah. But it's been easier to be like, oh, this is like I'm satisfied, like, with this. Yeah. So if that's a new forming, like I'm here for it. I don't know what it's like, what the previous thing was, but I like it.
I can't remember when this happened, but at some point I remember asking you, like, what are you saying yes to? And to me, answering that question and knowing when you're satisfied are like really deeply connected. Like, what does yes feel like in your body versus what does no feel like in your body?
Yeah. I think that makes sense to me. I think I feel like I'm pretty good at saying no, depending on if it's like, especially if it relates to going outside. I'm like, it's okay. Yeah. I'm okay with not being invited. Yeah. So I think that I don't know if my no's and yeses have gotten easier, but my personal ability to give myself that experience has gotten higher. They feel different to me. One feels like more. I think that like if it's in my space and I'm doing things, I don't have to like confer with myself if I'm doing something, if that makes sense. Like if I'm making myself breakfast, or like making like you breakfast, or making chai, like there's no things I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I not? Like I'm not having that dialogue with myself.
Yeah.
So that it feels different than like saying yes to something outside of myself. That makes sense? Like saying yes to something you offer me versus like me making something that I'm excited to make. Like they feel like different, like they feel like cousins, I think. So I haven't dealt with that cousin as deeply as maybe I could. But I think my ability, not even ability, but like the experience of it it's just maybe I've just done it long enough that it just feels like easy and good versus like work. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think that it's easier to find more joy in small things. I'm down. Like, sign me up.
No, I love it. And I think it's worthy of being acknowledged.
Yeah.
You know, and I think even yesterday I was having a conversation with my partner, and I was like, I love affirmations. I will always love affirmations because you should tell people how you feel about them.
Yeah,
they should not be guessing.
Speak up.
I do not want you to be in my life and you are guessing how I feel about you. That is not an experience.
That is high school.
Yeah.
We have graduated.
Yeah. And there's something about sharing with someone else.
Making something known and verbal. Yeah.
It's like, why? We have this little life. We shouldn't wait till the end for you to find out how it is that I feel about you.
Yeah. Like, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
What is sounds giving you? Nothing.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
You know,
for the people in the back.
because we always say like, it's really, there's such value in like naming things around you, like naming your trauma, naming your joy, like putting some, like giving it something about that makes it easier to release or to experience or to embody, you know? So when you don't know, that's where all of your anxiety can be like, let me create a story.
Exactly.
Right? Like don't, I already do, I have enough of that by myself in my own head. Please don't add to my experience of making more stories up. They're never going to be positive. I've accepted that about myself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But also the naming is connected to like understanding what yes feels like in your body.
Yeah.
And understanding what no feels like in your body.
I agree.
The naming is connected to rest as well. It's like, do I know what is happening at a deeper, more energetic level than what I previously might have thought of?
And if you don't know how to name something, like how can you give it to I feel like it's harder to give it to yourself. Right? Like if you don't know what you need, it's going to be hard to meet your need.
Yeah.
And you're going to be stuck in this like spiral where you're like perpetually tired because you're only physically resting or something, right? Like, or like you are not saying how you feel to someone. So you're holding on to all the information in your head. Yeah. Like your brain can only hold so much at a time.
Honestly, I feel like I might say that social rest is also sharing things with other people.
Facts. Yeah. That also could be emotional rest, expressing yourself freely. Both.
Okay.
They're both.
Yeah. Emotional rest is not one I think about
Here, we can,
often.
I'll give you the definitions.
Can you give me an example too?
I can give you an example. Yeah.
I like examples.
Me too. We'll start with emotional. So emotional rest is the freedom to express your feelings honestly and to be yourself. Some examples.
Men need more of that.
So emotional rest, a chance to, I agree. They need people to be able to have emotional rest with. So emotional rest is inherently collaborative, right? Like journaling could be an example of one, like giving yourself a chance to tell yourself the truth. I think that like, I learned this from my partner. Like you have to tell yourself the truth before you share it, right? So if you're lying to yourself, you're lying to everyone. So you might as well practice some emotional rest with yourself. Just say the thing out loud, whatever the thing is, when no one's around first, and then get comfortable with that truth, and then you can share it.
Like expose yourself to yourself first.
Yeah, exactly. Expose yourself to yourself first. So some examples would be talking with a trusted friend, so establishing some rapport, crying without apology. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Saying no. Saying yes.
Wow.
Are all types of emotional rest. It's not one of it's either. Social rest is spending time with people who give you energy, not take it. Or like not spending time with people as a form of like resting. So it could be catching up with a friend, enjoying quiet time alone, setting boundaries. Are all social rests. Or types of social rest. Let's see. Physical, I think, is the one people know the most about is rest that restores your body, either passively or actively. So it could be getting a massage, sleeping 8 hours, stretching, yoga, taking a nap.
Could it be like working out?
Yeah. So as it's stretching, but like moving your body in any whatever feels like. So it could be active, right? Versus not active. Getting a massage is still like physical, like touch. Physical rest is about touch. Mental rest, giving your brain a break from constant thinking or decision making. So examples could be like,
I'd be needing that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta make more decisions. I gotta figure out what I want. I don't want nothing, actually. So taking short breaks during tasks. So like, for example, for me, that looks like I'm pretty good about like, if I have a task, I can do the whole thing in a sitting, but then I need to do something unrelated completely to it on the other side. So that might be like, maybe I'm doing some creative rest, like as like an alternative, or I'm just like doing something that's not related to typing or whatever.
Yeah.
Journaling your thoughts, practicing some mindfulness. So meditation, body scan, some of those things could provide you a chance to get the like circling thoughts out.
Yeah.
Sensory is reducing stimulation from screens, noise, or bright lights, which I think you and I do just like as people. My house is perpetually dark. There's only lights on when people are like here. Otherwise, I use my like flashlight to get around my house. Like I don't want the lights on.
Hilarious.
So notifications, turning them off, dimming lights, unplugging from devices, things like that.
Oh yeah, that Outlook sound.
Triggering.
I don't have that triggering.
My computer is perpetually like muted. Like I just
mine too.
I don't need to hear anything
because it actually gives me anxiety.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. And my phone's always on. Like I don't even know if I know what my like ringtone sounds like. Like my phone has never like rung.
I also
it just vibrates.
I don't get notifications for most. I only get notifications for messages and if you call me.
Yeah.
After that.
But even those are like pretty quiet. Like I see them. I'm like, oh, whoops. Creative rest is recharging your sense of inspiration and wonder. So like we enjoying nature, you can take walks, visiting art exhibits, listening to music, doing crafts, things that you just like are just like interested in for no other reason besides like it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think as adults we do enough of that because we're like busy with, I'm like, you gotta find time in your day. Like, please. Emotional, we talked about. Social, we talked about. Spiritual is the last one. Feeling connected to a sense of purpose or faith or something bigger than yourself. So that could be your family, that could be your purpose, that could be your dreams, that could be like a religion if you have one. Any of those things, something that you feel like you belong to. It could be community. So some examples would be meditation, volunteering, reading something, like learning more, self-help books, podcasts, things like that are related to connecting to something outside of you.
I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to practice more. Because the artist date is creative rest.
Yes.
They're just different words.
Yes. Yeah, it is. That's what I think. It's just like, this is just like a labeling. I don't think it's any particular thing. Like going on a walk in nature came up in more than one like type of rest, right? Like walking is physical, but like looking around, noticing the things around you, that's creative, right? So you can kind of do more than one at a time depending on what you do. It's not to be this whole like new thing you're adding to your task plate. Wow, you walk all the time.
Well, one of my favorite things to do is the 5 questions, I guess. I don't know what it's called. I'm tired, but it's what do you see? What do you hear?
Like
what do you sense? Your sensor.
Yeah.
What is? There's a word for this.
There's a word for it, but the way that I've learned about it is like it's like your, what are they called? How to stay present. That's the way I've seen it.
Yes.
How to stay present. Questions for presence is like the way that I've seen it presented.
I like that. Yeah. So that feels like an easy way to be like, oh, okay, what am I seeing around me? Or even like asking other people, like, what do you hear? So that you're actually activating your listening skills. Or like, what do you feel? Are you rested like on your back? Like, what does it feel to actually be on the ground? So I think doing that is in itself a form of rest as well. Yeah. Just like noticing your surroundings and being aware.
Being in it, like being present and not thinking about the next thing that's coming. Yeah.
And then being like, oh, okay, I am listening to this. Can I return to my breath? Can you like switch back and forth? And then I just think that teaches you again that your mind moves where you want it to move.
Yeah. It will come with you.
And sometimes it runs away from you.
And then your job is to remember that your breath is not ever going to move.
Exactly.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's in your body. I like that. Yeah, I think mine, the way that I've tried to embody them is less like picking them and more like when I'm in the middle of doing something, I'm like, how can I like bring rest here? Like if I'm like making, like when I was like meal prepping, like I'm cooking, which is like a task and it's a lot of steps and whatever. But like, I was like, this is all I'm doing. I'm going to like do it. I'm going to make it fun with music. I'm going to like make something I want to make. I'm going to like make sure I taste the way that I want to taste. Like staying in the experience and like not doing it as a task. Cause like, yes, I need to feed myself. And I you know me, I dread this like everyday eating things, such a like drag. It's so hard for me. But doing it in a way that's like enjoyable is rest, right? So there's ways to embody it.
It is really hard to focus on one thing at a time these days.
Yes.
You are almost discouraged.
Yeah, you're lazy. I think the word would be lazy again.
Yeah. It's like you have to multitask.
Yeah.
You just have to be a perfect multitasker.
And everything has to be a business.
Yeah, and everything has to be a business and nothing could be done just for hobbies. But there's something about focusing on one task at a time that also gives you the opportunity or the ability to rest on the other side.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm less tired because I focus on one thing at a time instead of like, are you ever on your computer and you're faster than your computer? Pretty much every day for me. I just be like, can you please get to the next fucking page?
Tab.
And then I'm like, wow, I could just
wait a second.
Wait, maybe 3 seconds, which is, sometimes feels like a lot.
Yeah.
But I could just wait.
Yeah.
And I could just focus on one tab.
Like you and I are pretty efficient people, so you probably don't need to be rushing the way that, you know, like you're not gonna miss a deadline. Like it's gonna be fine. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, my computer's like constantly like there's so many things open. And I'm just like, I have to wait longer because I have too many things open. So I probably, if I closed all of them, I probably could get this done much faster by just doing this and then being done with it.
I wonder what kind of people we would be if we focus on one task at a time.
I probably get a lot. I told you earlier, like I get a lot more done the days that I go slow. And that's not available all the time. Like that's like doing that takes a little extra effort because it's so counter to the way that we are like, do we all exist together. I think I'd be better. I'd be a better person. I don't know what way, but
yeah. And even on the other side, thinking about like from a career standpoint, there's so many people who want to do 1,000 different things.
Yeah.
And only know how to do maybe one thing well.
But do too many, yeah.
But do too many because that's what we're taught, that we have to be great at everything. And it's like, you could focus on one
part of it.
Lane.
Yeah.
And be really, really good at that one thing. What could happen?
I think the other side of it for me a little bit is that like, because sometimes I'm able to go slow, I have a lot of balls in the air right now that all are in the air. And like,
true.
It only is working because I'm going slow.
Oh.
Right? Like for example, right now we're recording our podcast. That is what we're doing. There are a lot of things that are in the air.
Yeah.
Like there, but like, because we're going to dedicate this time to doing this task, it frees up the rest of my day to focus this deeply on something else. Right? So the other side of it is like, if you are able to learn how to go slow, you can do more, right? It's possible if you go slow. If you go fast, you're not going to be able to do all the things that you want to do.
And you're not going to remember everything that needs to happen.
Too many things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going slow is what helps you be able to go fast. But going fast to start, I feel like it's just like asking for disaster. You know, everything's gonna need your attention at the same time at one point, right? And like the trick I feel like I learned in teaching was like, you have to get comfortable with knowing what ball to drop today.
Yeah.
And a ball has to fall every day. I don't know, pick one. And I feel like the only way you can recover from a ball dropping is just resting.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to rest and the ball drops, you're about to freak out.
Panic attacks.
Yeah. And like, you know, sometimes I'm like, this ball is going to fall today. And then I just moved the ball. I'm like, the ball is already on the ground. I'm going to just go about my day because like I can't deal with that one. But I think it like past versions of me would have been like, I have to keep it up in the air and this in the air. And then I just like fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I get nothing done. And then now I'm actually panicking because I've missed something.
You know, so sometimes like it's okay to drop a ball.
Tell you work you gave yourself anyway.
Probably already doing too much anyway.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know what the line for that looks like. Yeah.
What are your takeaways?
For myself. I mean, it's always, I feel like I have the same takeaways. Like there's something about being consistent or attempting to be consistent that I think shows you a lot. Like, you know how, this is going to make sense, I promise. You know how like when you go to the gym and you like lift weights, like for like months, you're just like, I'm picking up these weights and nothing is changing. And then all of a sudden one day you pick up something heavy and you're like, oh. And it doesn't happen when you're looking for it. You can spend all your time at the gym and like, you're not seeing your body look different. Nothing is changing, but one day randomly, like this thing that used to be hard isn't hard anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's what this conversation feels like, right? Like there's this like practice and consistency and like we're always discussing how to like think about ourselves and our lives and whatever it may be. And it just, I don't know, at some point it just like part of this clicked. like this piece about rest, right? So I think my takeaway is that there's something really useful about staying in something longer than you are seeing results for it, whatever it may be, and that the consistency in itself is serving you, and the results like almost don't matter. Like the experience of trying and practicing and talking about it and discussing it and retrying, all those things are worth it.
And they matter.
I think that's my takeaway. Yeah. That's everything. That's all you can control.
Yeah.
Like that's everything that you can do is the like committing to it. Like getting to your 90 days.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. And like what happens on the other side is something you probably can't even expect or imagine.
And I was thinking about that this week, especially because of the class that I had on Wednesday. I was like, I should just give up.
Teaching?
Yeah, I had a moment. Not that I truly felt that way, but
it's like you're so good at it. Don't leave.
But then yesterday happened, and I was like, you see, I had a great class. This is me talking to myself. Also, it's like, you see, what if I would have given up? I wouldn't have had a great class. Like, there's something about consistency and trying and being like, oh, okay, that didn't work. Now I'm going to do something differently. Yeah. Forgiving yourself.
We're very fickle people, you know, like emotions are high. Like today might be like never again. Tomorrow you're like, oh, well, maybe one more time.
I'll get up and try again. Again.
Stay the course.
Yeah.
Stay the course. Maybe that's resiliency, right? Like in some ways, like resiliency doesn't have to be this like this damning thing where you're suffering. Like do it well. Do it with rest involved. Like
I think for me, the main takeaway that I am like leaving with is knowing that sometimes we don't have the language for something, but we may already practice it. And that's like learning about the 7, versions of rest. It's like, oh, okay.
Like I'm doing all that actually.
Yeah. Or I'm not, right? Like I would like to have more creative rest. I would like to have more spiritual rest. And now that I have language also, I can know what I want to be doing more of. And that's what language offers us. Sometimes it's just like, oh, okay, that's what this thing means. Like neuroplasticity, it's like,
you're like, whoa, yeah, it's cool. Like once you learn, you're like, yeah, I see how that makes sense in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And really honing in on this idea that you can do it by yourself. Even just today, I think we did like 5 different versions of rest that probably took like a second or, 30 seconds.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like the eyes, right? Like rubbing your hands together.
Yeah, drinking tea.
That
one's been ours for a while.
Yeah. And also sitting here, being present,
social rest. Talking
to one another. Yeah. Yeah. And this is emotional rest for me. And I come here for emotional rest.
Exactly. I co-regulate with you. I'm like, I need to see Adeline so I can co-regulate.
Genuinely.
Yeah, it works so quickly each time. I don't understand why.
Yeah. And so I am really thinking about this question, like what would happen if we were well rested? Who would we be to ourselves, to each other? I just wonder.
Yeah, and it might be there. It might be working away. I was called Zen recently, maybe.
Yo, you better milk that, okay?
I was like, me? I was like, you guys know me?
That's actually my goal in life, right?
Is to be called Zen or to be
not to be called Zen, but
to be Zen.
Yeah, like I want to be able to walk into a room and the entire energy shift to a calmer state because I'm in there.
Here, me too. Yeah,
that's when I know I've reached like my level of success.
Right. Yep, me too. Yeah, it really threw me off. They were like, you don't. I was like that. I was like, thank you. I love that. Okay, what do you hope our listeners take away?
I hope that y'all take away that rest can be done in community. That rest is not expensive; it is expansive.
I like that. Wow, that was good. That was
my little,
I like it.
My little 3-word sentences.
You did a good job.
I'm still practicing my 3-word sentences.
Good. And it paired well together.
Yeah. What about for you?
You're not a bad person for resting. Yes. Like you're not like not as smart. You're not whatever people tell you are for not resting. It's just not true. They're trying to rob you of your peace or something. I don't know. Ignore them. Also that you need it to survive. Like you're not literally. If you make it where you want to without resting, you will not feel like you've made it. I actually have the quote that I always go back to. You can't get to a good place in a bad way. A bad way is not resting.
I need that shit tatted on my forehead.
You know what I'm saying? You can, if you get somewhere and you think it's the place and you did it in a bad way, it's not the place. You haven't made it.
Yeah.
You can't get to a good place in a bad way. Not resting is not, it's not cool, okay? It's not trendy anymore. We like well-rested. We like hydrated people, you know? Like, drink some water. It's for myself too, okay? Like, yeah, I hope they take away that. You can do rest with folks, with yourself, and just Google it. Like, if you don't know what to do, ask anyone around you and try it out. And try first not spending money on it and see what that feels like.
Take a cold shower.
You know what I'm saying? Like, close your eyes like this.
Yeah.
And just sit in a chair for a little bit, you know, and see what happens. Like, you'd be surprised what your body will give you when you give it a moment. Like, the amount it gives back to you when you just give it a moment without doing anything. So I hope that people practice it. I hope that people feel less afraid of it and they don't feel ashamed to rest, because if you don't rest, you will die. You can't do work if you're dead. So might as well take a break for a bit, you know? Find a hobby.
Do something for yourself.
Yeah.
That is not tied to capitalism, Lord.
Yeah. No money spending.
No money spending.
Yeah, no money
I'm going to
spending.
take that as a challenge. For the next month, I will rest without spending money.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You know,
if you want to find yoga, there are videos online, okay? YouTube, there's a million of them. You want a sound bath? Videos online. They're all free.
Yeah.
You can go to the library and they have a computer, and that's so free. If you don't have a computer, use the one at the library. They have one.
Free.
Like, they even give you a little bit of money to print things out.
Yeah.
If you're, I don't know what city people live in, but at least here they do that. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Do you have a poem about rest?
Maybe.
Would that be R?
Yeah, I don't know if it's in that one. So for context for these poems, I gave myself a challenge last poetry month, it's like April, to write 26 poems, one for every letter of the alphabet. And Adeline really likes these two. So we reference them very often, but we have never read them together. So that's how we got to this point.
Long live lover girls with broken hearts and bigger dreams.
Lover girls longing for attunement and deep friendship in their partners.
Long live lingering girls lucidly dreaming that the best they see in people will magically make it so.
Lonely loving girl looking for someone to dream with her, and crazy but listen to her.
Long live.
Do you want to keep going?
Yep.
Okay, continue.
Mirrors and murals and maps, a lesson in learning to see yourself beautiful.
Messy and missing, we've long struggled to see ourselves whole.
Muffled by melancholic mornings.
Mouth a mantra under my breath.
Moonlit and magical, that's how I was made.
Meaningful and majestic, that's how I was raised.
Mystical and moral, that's how I remain.
Melodies murmur in the background, breaking my concentration. To wrap up our episode, I think we should fill in the sentence. Rest is... You start.
Rest is magical.
Rest is available.
Rest is longing.
Rest is your right.
Rest is abundant.
Rest is sleep.
Rest is communal.
Rest is nourishment.
Rest is laying down. I was trying to find one word.
Rest is restorative.
Rest is care.
Rest is active.
Rest is possible.
Rest is required.
Rest is anything.
I think we should stop right there. All right.
Long live rest.
Hey, long live rest. Long live you if you rest.
Long live rest.